Have you ever looked at your partner and felt like you're speaking a different language? Or felt a strange, growing distance, even when you're sitting right next to each other? It's a quiet, creeping feeling that many of us know too well. We often think that big, dramatic events are what end relationships, betrayals, huge fights, life-altering decisions. But more often than not, the real culprits are much quieter. They are the silent killers, the subtle habits and unspoken tensions that slowly erode the foundation of love and connection. In today's video, we're going to shine a light on 5 of these silent killers that destroy relationships. We'll explore what they are, how they show up in our daily lives, and most importantly, what we can do to stop them before it's too late. If you've ever felt that slow drift in your own relationship, stay with me. This conversation could change everything. First on our list, and perhaps the most common, is the slow fade of communication. I'm not talking about just not talking. I'm talking about the loss of real, meaningful communication. It starts subtly. The deep conversations about your dreams, fears, and feelings get replaced by logistical chats about groceries, bills, and whose turn it is to take out the trash. You stop asking, "How was your day?" with genuine curiosity. Instead, you get a one-word answer, and you both accept it. Think about Sarah and Tom. When they first met, they talked for hours, sharing every little detail of their lives. A few years later, they spend their evenings on separate couches, scrolling through their phones in silence. The emotional intimacy that once bonded them is now just a memory. This lack of communication creates a vacuum, and that vacuum gets filled with assumptions, misunderstandings, and loneliness. The impact: you start to feel like you're living with a stranger. To fight this, you have to be intentional. Schedule time to talk with no distractions. Put your phones away. Ask open-ended questions that can't be answered with a simple yes or no. Instead of, "Did you have a good day?" try, "What was the most interesting part of your day?" Relearn the art of listening, not just to respond, but to understand. It's about making your partner feel heard and seen again. The second silent killer is the loss of trust. Trust is the bedrock of any healthy relationship. Without it, everything else crumbles. And while a major betrayal can shatter trust in an instant, it's often the small, repeated actions that cause it to erode slowly over time. It could be little white lies, broken promises, or a pattern of unreliability. Maybe your partner said they'd be home for dinner, but consistently shows up late without a call. Or perhaps you discovered they weren't entirely honest about a conversation they had. Each instance might seem small on its own, but together they create a pattern of doubt. You start to question their words, second-guess their motives, and maybe even check their phone when they're not looking. This constant suspicion is exhausting. It creates an environment of anxiety and insecurity where neither person can truly be themselves. Rebuilding trust is a slow process that requires unwavering commitment from both sides. It starts with radical honesty. The person who broke the trust needs to take full responsibility without excuses and demonstrate through consistent actions that they are reliable. The person who was hurt needs to be willing to forgive eventually and communicate what they need to feel safe again. It's a difficult journey, but a relationship without trust is just a house of cards waiting for the slightest breeze to fall. Now, let's talk about the third silent killer, passive-aggressive behavior. This is the ultimate form of indirect communication, and it is incredibly toxic. It's the sarcastic comment that's disguised as a joke. It's the silent treatment after an argument. It's saying, "I'm fine," when you are clearly anything but fine. Let's imagine Mark is upset that his partner, Chloe, went out with her friends instead of spending the evening with him. Instead of saying, "Hey, I was a bit disappointed and lonely tonight. I was hoping we could spend time together," he forgets to do the dishes he promised to do. When Chloe asks about it, he might say, "Oh, I guess I was just too busy doing everything else around here." This behavior avoids direct conflict, but it doesn't solve anything. It just breeds resentment and confusion. The person on the receiving end is left trying to decipher what's really going on, feeling manipulated and frustrated. The impact is a slow poisoning of the relationship's atmosphere. You start walking on eggshells, afraid to trigger another indirect attack. The solution is to cultivate a culture of directness and emotional safety. You have to create a space where it feels safe to say, "What you just did hurt my feelings." And when your partner expresses their feelings directly, you have to listen without getting defensive. It's about learning to say what you mean and having the courage to face conflict head-on, with respect and love, rather than hiding behind subtle jabs. The fourth silent killer is a lack of appreciation. In the beginning of a relationship, we're constantly noticing and acknowledging the wonderful things about our partner. We thank them for the little things. We compliment them. We make them feel special and seen. But as time goes on, we can start to take them for granted. The daily effort they put in, whether it's making coffee in the morning, listening to you vent about work, or just being a steady presence in your life, starts to become invisible. It becomes an expectation, not a gift. This lack of appreciation can make a person feel invisible, unvalued, and taken for granted. It slowly drains their motivation to keep giving because their efforts seem to go unnoticed. The antidote is simple but powerful. Practice active gratitude. Make it a point every single day to notice and voice your appreciation. It doesn't have to be a grand gesture. A simple thank you for making dinner. It was delicious, or I really appreciate you listening to me ramble about my day can make a world of difference. It reminds your partner that you see them, you value them, and you don't take their presence in your life for granted. Gratitude is the glue that keeps a long-term relationship feeling fresh and cherished. Finally, we arrive at the fifth silent killer: unresolved conflict. Many couples think that avoiding arguments is the key to a happy relationship. But the truth is, conflict is inevitable. What matters is how you handle it. Unresolved conflict is like a debt that keeps accumulating interest. Every time you sweep an issue under the rug, say, "Let's just drop it," without actually resolving anything, or give in just to keep the peace, you're not solving the problem. You're just postponing it. These unresolved issues fester beneath the surface. They build a wall of resentment, brick by brick. A small disagreement about household chores, if never properly addressed, can grow into a deep-seated feeling that you're not a team. A hurtful comment made in the heat of the moment, if never apologized for and forgiven, can linger for years. The impact is that you start to feel emotionally unsafe. You avoid certain topics, you hold back your true feelings, and the emotional distance grows wider and wider. The key to overcoming this is to learn how to fight fair. It means listening to understand, not just to win. It means using I statements, like, "I feel hurt when you say that," instead of "You always do this." It means agreeing to take a break if things get too heated, but always promising to come back to the conversation later. Resolving conflict isn't about one person winning. It is about both of you working together as a team to solve the problem that is affecting your relationship. So there you have it, the 5 silent killers that can slowly and quietly dismantle a relationship lack of communication. The erosion of trust, passive-aggressive behavior, a lack of appreciation, and unresolved conflict. Looking at this list, it's clear that the theme is a breakdown in connection. It's the small, everyday choices we make that either build that connection up or tear it down. Relationships don't just survive, they have to be nurtured. They require conscious effort, courage, and a whole lot of grace. Take a moment right now and reflect on your own relationship. Do any of these silent killers feel familiar? It's not about placing blame on yourself or your partner. It's about awareness. Because once you can name the problem, you can begin to solve it. It's never too late to start communicating more deeply, to rebuild trust, to speak directly, to show gratitude, and to resolve what's been left unspoken. The work can be hard, but the rewarder relationship filled with intimacy, trust, and genuine connection is worth every bit of the effort. Thank you so much for joining me for this important conversation today. If this video resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel reach more people, and I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. What other silent killers have you observed or experienced? Sharing your story could help someone else feel less alone. And of course, if you want more content on building healthier, happier relationships, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Until next time, take care of yourselves and take care of each other.